fans have got the try! What a try for fans!
Green was a striker, not a right winger.
Oh, Bruno! And it's 4-2. Lewandowski's got a hat-trick too, and it's in! And RB Leipzig have scored! Oh, and he has! He has as well! Oh! Did he win it? Did he crazy?
Hey, who? Not John. I don't think it's John. Oh, it's not Hayden. It's
32-30! Oh my god! Wow! Oh, take a bow. I'm standing up.
Hello and welcome. Oh, hang on. My mic is so far away I forgot to say it all. Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along. I was going to try something out, but I have a feeling this ain't going to work, so I might have to just do the usual get rid of Zoom, put my cam in, and that should do it. If I just end Zoom now, quit that. Sorry about that, folks. But yeah, there's someone else trying out, but it just ain't happening. Anyway, welcome to our live stream watch along of FC Cologne versus Bayern Munich. The game has just kicked off, and yeah, this should be an interesting one. Bayern Munich only 3 points ahead at the top of the Bundesliga table. Let me just start the first half. It's begun really quickly all of a sudden. We're up to 40 seconds. So yeah, welcome to the live stream watch along. I'm Jamie Davies, and we'll pretty much keep you up to date on this game and all the other Bundesliga matches taking place this afternoon. All 2:30 kickoffs mainly, but yes, Dortmund won 5-1 last night at home to Freiburg, including a brace from Erling Haaland. And yeah, pretty much that is the outcome at the moment. Bayern Munich 3 points ahead with this game in hand. So away from home, big 3 points for Bayern if they can get it today. Get in touch on our live chat page. Do vote on the poll if they're going to win or not today. And yeah, let's see how it all goes. So FC Cologne are playing in all white. Bayern Munich in their usual home colours of the red shirt, red shorts, red socks. And of course, let's not forget, Bayern Munich lost their previous Bundesliga game, which was last Friday, at home to Mönchengladbach, the bogey team of the league. That seems to be the case for Bayern Munich after all these years. But anyway, let's see if there's any comments from you lot at home. Do get in touch. Looking at the poll at the moment, we do have 83% of you believing in a Bayern Munich win, 0% for a draw, and 17 of you reckon that Bayern will lose to FC Cologne today. Anyway, back with the game. What I'll do is, I completely forgot to put the atmosphere on. Let's get that on. There you go. And so yeah, at the moment it's a throw-in for FC Cologne. I think there's a few fans in the stadium. I'm not sure if they're fans or if they're just club staff from both teams pretty much, because as you know, in Germany the restrictions are quite tight at the moment in terms of sporting events, where in the last month or so, well, maybe just the last few weeks, fans have not been able to go back into the stadiums, even though the season started with fans. And here come Cologne. It's on the right wing now with Modeste. And it's going to be a corner kick. Oh no, it's offside actually after all that. So free kick for Bayern Munich just outside their own box. So I've just been able to get the game finally on my phone, so that's a bit more like it. So do get in touch on the live chat page if you haven't already. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, currently I've just had a haircut today, so you probably noticed that my hair's a bit shorter than usual. But at the moment FC Cologne are playing from the back. So yeah, Bayern Munich. Be interested if they didn't win this today, because all of a sudden the title race would definitely be back on. I think, to be honest with you, Dortmund would love to see Bayern lose. Two defeats in a row would certainly take their confidence out. But at the same time, a draw is still not as bad, is it really? As long as they just don't win, from Dortmund's perspective, they'll be delighted. Currently have a corner. 5.5 minutes gone. I think this is Bayern's first corner of the game. Oh no, sorry, it's a goal kick. But thanks for you lot for joining me earlier for what was the Sydney final between Murray and I've forgotten his name now, the Russian. No, I can't remember his name. But it was not a great day for Andy Murray, losing in straight sets in Sydney. Sorry folks, my mouse is really doing my head in today. And the Wi-Fi, it's very slow. So if the stream is coming across a bit annoying, so I do apologise. But yeah, a few other games going on today. Let's go through them. My computer lets me. So as you can see at the moment... Oh, hang on. Don't need all that. So as you can see at the moment, it is no goals at all in any of the other games. Wolfsburg drawing with Hertha Berlin. Union Berlin hosting Hoffenheim. Stuttgart welcoming RB Leipzig, and Mainz taking on Bochum. And there is a late kickoff today of Mönchengladbach versus Bayer Leverkusen. So just so you're aware of those matches. But yeah, still goalless here. 7.5 minutes gone. This mouse, sorry, I've got one of those wide mouses, and it's just so slow going across the screen. My wireless mouse has been kaput for the last few days. So I need to buy a new one, but not had the chance. This mouse will not. It's doing my head in, folks. So it looks as though... Have they given the goal? There was... Lewandowski scored, but... oh no, it is. They've counted it. So at first they said it was offside, but it has been counted. So Bayern Munich are 1-0 up, thanks to the man on the right corner of your screen, Lewandowski. And here they come again. Gnabry with Musiala. Now Muller, is that Muller? Or was that Tolisso? He's got a corner out of it. But yeah, good start for Bayern Munich despite Cologne starting off not badly. FC Cologne have headed it back to the goalkeeper. Dudu says, why won't you show us the goddamn match? Do you really think it's that simple? You have to pay for broadcast rights. Do you know how much they cost? I don't think you do. This is a live stream watch along. It's on the title. It says so at the end of the title. Live stream watch along. I can keep you up to date on what's happening in the game. And that's kind of the whole point. Here comes the cross for Cologne. Not good that time. It's on the halfway line. Now Sabitzer. Oop. And now come ball through now for Cologne. There's a big chance here. Oh, it looks like he might be offside. Yes, he is. No worries, Dudu. The reason why I might sound a bit aggressive then is because I get asked that a lot on the streams and it's all in the title if people read it. It's funny, the moment Lewandowski scored, he straight away looked at the linesman and did do the whole thing of no, that's a goal. So just shows how good maybe Lewandowski is with his awareness. He really does know where that ball is and where how to position himself when scoring a goal in behind the defence. So now with Neuer, he won't clear, he'll play it to Hernandez. Of course, Bayern Munich are a bit weak with some of their players at the moment. A lot of them recently were positive for COVID, so they've had to self-isolate. And of course, Kimmich now back, but he's been gone for a bit as well. Sorry folks, my phone seems to be going off. Nope. Let's call off someone, but that doesn't matter. Dudu says, Lewandowski is a beast. I mean, where would you be without him? Let's be honest. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bayern Munich are a great team when you've got Gnabry, Muller and Lewandowski up front, and yeah, a bit of Sane. I'm not a big fan of Sane. I don't think he's that good. I think Sane's had a lot of problems. Anyway, there's a chance here. Volleyed. I think it was Musiala. He's having to step up last few weeks because he's been needed to start since they've had a few players out. But in all fairness to Musiala, he's a very promising player. I don't know if any of you watched. I watched it this week. Some of you Bayern Munich fans would maybe like to talk about it. The documentary about Bayern Munich on Amazon Prime that they did a few months ago. I've watched it start from finish this week. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. It was all in German, apart from Alphonso Davies, since he's from Canada and he can't speak German, I don't think. But just the subtitles was fine enough, and it was absolutely great to watch. Really good insight into last season when Hansi Flick was moving away from the job to go to Germany and coach the national team. Quarter of an hour gone here. This has been quite end-to-end. You can see from FC Cologne they're trying to get themselves out going with a bit of pace and playing against Bayern Munich's defence, but they've just not been lucky as yet, you could say. But a nasty late foul on Kimmich. Never got the ball, so it was a definite free kick. Well, I don't know if there was a booking though for Ozcan. No, don't think so. But yeah, if you've just joined us, it is 1-0 to Bayern Munich. Lewandowski with a goal that was ruled offside, but then they proved with VAR that it was a goal, and they were able to change their mind. Now with Sabitzer. Let's see if the poll has changed. 90% of you now expected Bayern to win. I wonder if some of you voted after the first goal went in. 10% reckon you lot Bayern will lose. I wonder if that's Dortmund fans voting in that. And 0% still for a draw. Here come Cologne. On the edge of the box. I think my camera's just zoomed in a little bit. Hang on. That might be a bit better. Dudu asking, who's your favourite goalkeeper? In terms of players that are current, that are still playing, I would maybe say... You know what? I'd probably say David De Gea. And if you didn't know, I'm a Man United fan. So, yes, that's probably a bit of a biased choice. But, you know, David De Gea's been through United through thin and thick skin, basically, where he's been there when we were successful, when Fergie was there. Only for a brief couple of years until Fergie retired. He was one of Fergie's last signings, of course. So, it's quite nice to know that we've still got one or two signings from Fergie's period still at the club, and he's won quite a few seasons of the player of the season at Man United because of how crucial he's been, which isn't good to get. I don't think it's ever a good sign when a big club gives their goalkeeper player of the season, because that makes you think that you've got problems up front then or defensively. But that goalkeeper's been great. You know, he could have joined Real Madrid, he didn't, and he's been with us ever since he moved from Atletico, and it's great to have him. And I honestly would not be surprised if he stayed and retired at Man United. Great goalkeeper. I know he had his moments like at the World Cup with that Ronaldo hat-trick, but I've never understood the criticism he's had. He's made mistakes, but every goalkeeper's made mistakes. Even Manuel Neuer, who's probably more known as a better goalkeeper than De Gea, has made mistakes. But he's still, at the end of the day, a great goalkeeper will always fight back and get that form back. So I think you can always trust them to always come back from a bad day. Dudu goes, excellent choice. Many years ago I was De Gea and Man United fan. Yeah, he's great. You know, I must admit I was a bit surprised. The FA Cup earlier this week, I thought Dean Henderson would play and at least get the cup games, but even De Gea played in that. I'm not sure what that was all about, but Rangnick must be a bit different with management, where he sticks to the number one keeper no matter what competition, which surprised me, but he's not used to playing in England. Ragnick. Bargendra says, who will win? Your thoughts right now? My scoreline predictions. My first goal score prediction of Badie scoring is not going right because Lewandowski has scored. In terms of scoreline, I've gone with 2-2, but who knows? I'm going to stick to that. I think there could be some goals in this. Or good through ball. Or Cologne have just dealt with it. And it was one of their centre-backs that... Bayern Munich pulling pressure on again. Nearly won the ball in the box. It's gone out for an FC Cologne goal kick. 20 minutes gone. Still 1-0 Bayern. I do apologise about the scoreboard, folks. It says Bayern's in white, doesn't it? FCB. They're actually playing in red, but when I got this off the Bundesliga website, that's what it fed me before we went live, and they've got that wrong. They've completely misled me. I agree with what Dudu's saying here, which I've kind of said already, but he's saying De Gea is one of the greatest goalkeepers to exist, but Man U is a legend. You make it sound like it's a person with that sentence. He says De Gea is literally saving United's life. Absolutely. Without De Gea, our season would be even worse, and our season's been crap. In terms of Champions League, we've been alright. We've not been great, but we've got the results. We topped the table, so we improved from last season when we didn't make it out of the group stages. We finished third and into Europa League, and we all know how that ended. Here come Cologne, though. Let's not forget, FC Cologne are 6, as it says on the screen. They are currently 6 in the Bundesliga, so they are having a good season. And they like to cause upsets. Here they come, Bayern, though, on the left-hand side. They've got 5 going up front. Musiala couldn't keep the ball with his feet, and Cologne have intercepted. Poor short clearance, though, by the goalkeeper. They could be in trouble for this. Oh, the ball didn't connect to Gnabry. Well defended. If that had found Gnabry, who's completely on his own in the box, Bayern Munich, I think, would have been 2-0 up. Bogendra says, what a game between Chelsea versus Man City. What was the result? I saw it at 1-0 when De Bruyne scored, but I didn't watch the rest because I was setting up for this game. So if you can let me know, that would be great. And if there was any other goals, let me know who scored. We'll go through maybe some of the score lines at half time, but I can go through the current ones. Oh, we've had a few goals in the Bundesliga now. Let's have a look. So currently, it's still 0 each between Wolfsburg and Hertha Berlin. Union Berlin 1, Hoffenheim 1. Let's have a look at the goal scorers for that one. So it looks as though Sammer scored an equaliser for Berlin, and it was an own goal from Baumgart to give Hoffenheim the lead. So that's a bit frustrating for Union Berlin, but they've been able to get a goal back, and they're at home. Stuttgart 0, RB Leipzig 1. Leipzig have had a pretty poor season so far, but he's getting goals in him, isn't he? Mr. Andre Silva scoring on the 11th minute. And of course, the only other goal is Bayern Munich getting one at FC Cologne, which we're doing right now. So that is the latest there. Still 1-0 here, 23 minutes gone. Oh, thanks very much, Dudu, saying you have a new subscriber. Thank you very much indeed. Yes, if you haven't yet, folks, do subscribe. We do quite a few Bayern Munich and Bundesliga watch-alongs. I'm thinking of maybe doing the Dortmund versus... I can't remember if it's at St. Pauli or if it's at Dortmund. But, yeah, that is a match in the Cup on either Tuesday night or Wednesday. I think it's Tuesday night. So we might do that one as our next watch-along in German football. And if so, do join us for that. Boga just confirmed that it was 1-0 to Man City. A big win that for Man City. I don't think anyone's going to stop them. I think they're going to win the league quite comfortably. They've got that form that they always do under Pep. They'll win like 15 games in a row, and that'll be it to get them, to pretty much get them the Premier League title. You just need form like that. Oh, what a goal! Lovely, lovely finish. And it's Bayern Munich that have doubled the lead, and they're making my scoreline prediction look very risky now. I said it'd be 2-2. At the moment, it's one way in this game, and it's Bayern Munich who take the lead. Again, it's Tolisso doubling the lead. It's a lovely goal. Let's watch the replay. So it started from pretty much the midway point of Bayern Munich's half. Then a pass into the centre circle. 3 of them going up front for this, as the ball's on the left-hand side. Takes a step back, long ball across the field to the right-hand side. And then Tolisso picking it up from a header from Thomas Muller. No, actually from Thomas Muller's right foot. Brings the ball down, lets it bounce, and then goes for a strike for the top left corner of the net. Beautiful goal. And he was surrounded by 3 Cologne defenders, so he did well just to score. Good, lovely vision, lovely goal. And yes, for Bayern Munich, this is not what... Sorry, not for Bayern Munich. For Borussia Dortmund, this is not what they wanted. Let me just change the score line. So it is 2-0. Oh dear. Boginger says 5-0 Bayern Munich. That's their prediction. Dudu says, goal, what a beauty, Tolisso. It says, whatever you were watching is a little bit off the time. No worries. I was hoping it'd be on time because I'm using one of those betting streams which are normally quite accurate. But it might be a little bit behind today. It's on to Kimmich. He's trying to find Gnabry, I think, on the right wing, but it's gone out for throwing. Bit too long, that ball. But yeah, for Dortmund fans, or Dortmund players, if they're watching, I'm sure they're watching with interest. They'd have probably hoped Cologne might have been a bit of a challenge today. Of course, there's still over 60 minutes left to play of this match, but you know, Bayern Munich are not an easy team to crack down once they start going on their own. And as Boginger has put in the live chat page, they reckon it will be 5-0. Gnabry, Muller. Oh, nearly. Should have gone for a shot. Maybe too many passes in the box. Ball comes in again with a cross. Header, Musiala. Just a header will do. Muller. Oh, it stopped on the line. Bayern should have been 3-0 up. I had a feeling that wouldn't be a goal just because of Duda being ahead of me on the stream and he didn't put anything on the live chat page. And now here come Cologne. Could they punish them for that miss? It's in the box. Oh, nearly tried to get it through to Modiste. Here's Musiala. He's making a run from the halfway line. Now, he might go on his own. Where's he going? Ah, he's lost the ball. But it's weird. He must have an injury with one of his fingers or broken his finger or something. He's got like plasters on his left hand. And he's still wearing a glove on his right hand, but not on his left hand. I just find that really funny. I've not seen that before. Just to let you know, if you like your Dutch football or you're an Ajax fan or Utrecht fan, we're doing a live watch-along of that tomorrow. That's 11:15 in the morning in terms of English time, so it's a bit of an early one. But do join us for that. And then tomorrow night, we'll be doing the Snooker Masters Final. We don't know who's there yet. The semis are on today, but we'll be doing the final session of that. It'll be me and Stuart Davis going through that, watching it together, so do join us. And as always, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's your support that keeps the channel going and for us to carry on doing these kind of live watch-alongs that we really enjoy doing. So yes, Bayern Munich 2-0 up. Making it look easy at the moment at FC Cologne. Now it's exactly 3 o'clock in England, so that means all the 3 o'clock kickoffs will have just started by now in the football leagues. But they're just showing that replay again. They kept passing it across the face of goal, and then Muller was like, right, it's mine now, I'm going to shoot. Great block. Maybe they spent too long on it, and that's how they stopped on the line, because the Cologne players were ready for that finish to come. Who knows? Who knows if that save might change things? Who knows? Duda says Bayern's weakness is much in Gladbach. Oh, here come Cologne! And it's 2-1! They've got a goal back exactly 30 minutes in. I think it'll count. I don't think there was any problems with that. I said it'd be 2-all. I got my first goal scorer wrong, but could I get the prediction right? And Dudu has said Cologne scored. Yeah. And they're back in it. Ooh. Is it going to stand? No, I don't think it's going to stand. He's offside. I may have put the scoreline in, but he might... I don't think they'll... Surely they'll get VAR on the case, because that doesn't look like a goal to me. I think he's offside. Neuer had no chance of saving that. Not with the pace of the ball as well. It was always going to be difficult. Well, they're already getting ready for kickoff, but the referee won't let them restart until they've checked. But if we watch the replay again, he's way offside. It's way offside. Well, if they give this, I'd love to know why. No excuses when you got VAR to show it. So they are checking. The referee's having a word on the earpiece. Yeah, goal disallowed. So it is still 2-0. Relief there, I think, for Bayern, but it was so easy to check on VAR. I don't know why, again, you only had to check it once. Don't know why it even took that long. But it's still 2-0 to Bayern Munich, so for you Cologne fans, I'm afraid that goal has been disallowed. Dudu's put, yeah, offside, baby. Sorry for screaming in the chat. No need to apologise. You might be a little bit worried right now because Cologne have got our corner. Davies going up for it. He's up against Sully, and while Lewandowski's out there defending. Oof is up there. Basically hoof, but without the H. Here comes the corner. Punched away. Oh, nearly. Bayern with a clearance that nearly landed with one of their forwards. I think it was Muller. But, and there was only one defender back there. So there are people in the stands. There isn't many, but I think they are fans. I'd imagine they're probably only allowed 500 in or something like that. Because there isn't many at all. But it's better than having no fans, that's for sure. But let's hope, folks, that this year is the year that we can finally be back to normal. Bergendra asks, bro, are you watching cricket? I do watch cricket. I've been watching a bit of the Ashes. We actually, on this channel, we did do some of the matches in the T20 World Cup back in November. I'm sure when we next do some cricket, it'll be another T20. Maybe we'll do the Indian Premier League when that's back in April, isn't it, normally? The biggest competition in cricket. But yeah, as an England fan, it's been pretty dreadful. And to tell you the truth, sometimes I'm glad the matches in Australia are happening when I'm asleep overnight, because it's been absolutely... I've not missed anything. We've been crap. I'll write that down, Dudu. saying, Jamie, there's this channel and they make funny shorts about football, and I recommend you to watch it. Channel's name is Augie Boys. I'll write that down because I will forget it. I'll write it on my phone. So we've got a corner here for Bayern. It'll be Kimmich to take on the near side. Cross the face of goal. It's gone out for another corner. Augie Boys. What's that about? Actually, no, you already said, sorry. Ah, spelt it wrong. There we go. Corner comes in again. Volleyed. Effort is blocked. Ten minutes to go till half time. Game will be really well open up if Cologne can find a goal. They did, but it was offside. But I do think that was a bit of a wake-up call to Bayern to just remind them that, you know, there's plenty of time for it to go the opposite way. Neuer's had to clear it with his left boot. Oh, what a long ball. I say that, the FC Cologne goalkeeper came out and did a Neuer and got rid of it. Read it very well. Dudo says, it feels so strange you answering and seeing me because pretty much always on streams that no one sees me. I mean, I guess it depends on how big these channels are, Dudo. I mean, it's easy to put a message on these live chats, but they get so many messages at once, and then they can't read them all, I guess, and hence why I think super chat's a thing for some of those channels, just so that they have to at least read the messages from the people that pay for them to basically read out their messages, which I've never understood. I'd never pay anyone to read a message. I just don't get it. Here come Bayern. Lewandowski loses it. In all fairness, when he got past the ball, then he completely lost the touch. He had no chance. FC Cologne, they are going for it. Give them credit. I mean, you got to now when you're 2-0 down, but some teams would just flop. They're happy to give this a go. Bogendra has just posted a couple of love hearts with the... That's not the Swiss flag, is it? Or is that a first aid box? If it is the Switzerland flag, we do one of our streamers on this channel called Seb. He's English, but he lives in Switzerland. 7 minutes to go. Bayern 2-0 up. Lewandowski and Tolisso, the goal scorers, if you've only just joined us, but Bayern are attempting to go 6 points clear after Dortmund closed the gap with their thrashing over Freiburg. 5-1 that ended last night. But I must admit, it's quite nice to see Dortmund up there again. I know they were kind of up there last season, but they didn't finish second, I don't think. RB Leipzig were the main contenders for the Bundesliga against Bayern. Of course, Bayern still won the league, but you know, Leipzig gave it a good go. Dortmund were a bit behind. They changed management, and then they signed up to Marco Rose at the end of the season. So they've had quite a few different managers in the last 12 months or so. But yet again, Bayern Munich, of course, have started this season with Nagelsmann, and I like Nagelsmann. I must admit, I didn't know much about him until United had Leipzig in the group stages last season. But Thanks to a bit of Seb for explaining to me a bit about Nagelsmann, and he admires him a lot, and so do I, to tell you the truth, especially with how young he is as a manager. He's not even 35. I don't think. Let me Google that. I'll just double check. Hang on, I can do it on the internet thing. If we go Nagelsmann. He's 34, so he's not 35 until July on the 23rd. So it just shows how young he is to be the Bayern Munich manager. So it looks as though there's no other real different score lines in the other matches. Still goalless, still 1-1 between Union Berlin at Hoffenheim, and RB Leipzig still with the only goal of that game away at Stuttgart, while Mainz and Bochum, along with Wolfsburg and Hertha Berlin, are still goalless. Five minutes to go. Can they make it free? Ooh. A scissor kick from Muller just going over the net. It was landing so awkwardly. You wouldn't know until the last moment where it was going to land. And it was on the roof of the net. Nagelsmann is currently sitting in the dugout with his coaches. He's looking happy so far. Of course, it's a good response so far from that Mönchengladbach defeat, especially at home. And yet again, Mönchengladbach coming back from a goal down or whatever, coming back from a lead from Bayern to go and beat them. They love playing Bayern Munich, Mönchengladbach. If you ever want to see a potential party killer, it's definitely when Mönchengladbach are playing. Yeah, Dudu says Nagelsmann is younger than Neuer. How old is Neuer? He must be, let's check. He must be getting on. Been watching for the last 12 years. Neuer, how old is he? He's 35, and he'll be 36 in March, on March 27th. How old is Thomas Muller, actually? Let's have a look. 32. Still got a few years left of Thomas Muller, which is good. I freaking love Thomas Muller. He's probably my favourite Bayern Munich player ever. I freaking love him. If you haven't watched the documentary yet, watch Thomas Muller in that. And the players, as I expected, call him a troll. He's annoying, but they love him. He doesn't stop talking. Anyway, Bayern in the box. Have they won a corner? Yes. No? Oh, yeah, I think they have. For a moment, the referee points to the corner flag, and he pointed towards the goal, so I wasn't sure if he was giving that as a corner, but from what yeah, it's a corner. Of course, my team, Man United, they play Villa tonight, away, and they'll be wanting revenge after going out of the cup to us earlier this week. Oh, header there, nowhere near. I think Cologne should be happy that there was no full pout behind that, otherwise that could have been a third goal. Gnabry, he's lost it. Now Cologne on the centre circle. There's three of them going on the run. A couple of players have gone down, but referee says play on. Bayern Munich need to get some men back here. Good. Oh, just gets there. Surely a cross comes in. Oh! Modeste is offside. Couldn't connect to the pass. It was a good pass into the box. Low ball cross. But the pass, the finish that they were trying to do, I think both players weren't communicating enough. And it was offside after all that. I wonder if that might be Cologne's last chance before half-time. A goal before half-time would really make things a bit nerve-wracking for Bayern. Berger says, I am a big fan of Muller and his comedy. He's great. He reminds me, I don't know if you watch Formula 1, same nationality as well, Sebastian Vettel. He's becoming a man who's just, he's there, he's been and done it, he's got the badge, but he just has a laugh all the time now with the media. He just loves it. He's just so laid back. I mean, he's a good driver as well. Like, he's proven last season, because he got the most overtakes of all the races last year, ahead of Fernando Alonso. Both of them experienced world champions. You know, they have 6 world championships between them. And Vettel's just been really funny. He on the final race in the team radio, he asked if did I get the most overtakes this season? They go, oh, we'll just double check. Yes, you did. And he goes, what's the prize then? Is it something like 1 million jelly beans? Don't know why. He does a dad joke. He does a lot of dad jokes, Vettel, and I think Muller's a bit like that as well, which I just love. Here comes the cross for Cologne. Neuer had to tip it away. It's not over yet. Oh, shot just wide. Whisker off the post from Dida. 2 minutes of added time. That might be it for half-time for Cologne, but that was a dangerous cross in that Neuer probably did well. He changed the direction of it and stopped the pace a little. But he was off. He was kind of off his line when they went for the shot, but luckily for the German, it wasn't on target. Because I think if he had found the corner there, it would have been a goal. Long ball forward. Finds Gnabry brilliantly. If Gnabry could keep hold of it and beat his man, he's kind of falling to the ground. Keeps hold of the possession. He's going to go alone here. He cuts in and he does lose it at the end. Less than a minute of stoppage time to go. But yeah, Muller's comedy is brilliant. It's when he does that press conference and he feels like a genius when he said it, when he goes, Lewandowski. Something like that. It's so funny. I might have to rewatch that during the break because it is so funny. Kimmich. Where's he going with that? Oh, not a bad pass. In the box. Oh, go on, Muller. Oh, just cleared away by the keeper. Tried to go for a header. He should have scored earlier on. Cologne will push it forward. They've got seconds remaining. We've now had the 2 minutes of added time. That should be half-time. Yeah, it is half-time then in Cologne. And it's so far so good from Bayern Munich. So a Lewandowski goal and a Tolisso goal separates the two teams. I'll say this now though, in the last few minutes FC Cologne have given us something to think about and pretty much got us thinking that maybe this match isn't over yet. As you can see below, my original scoreline predictions were to be 2-2. If I get this right, I'll be annoyed I didn't bet. Maybe I should try and do that now, but maybe the odds aren't as good. But first goal scorer I got wrong as well. It was Lewandowski who scored, which is typical because I put him as first goal scorer in our last Bayern Munich watch-along when they were home to Mönchengladbach last week. So, scoreline below, half-time, Cologne 0, FC Bayern Munich 2. Let me just update that it's half-time. But I think what we'll also do is go through the latest scores in Germany. So there they are there from the Bundesliga website, I think. Oh no. Oh, hang on. I'm on the wrong thing. Wrong browser. Where is it? There it is. So, at the moment, Wolfsburg 0, Hertha Berlin 0. Union Berlin 1, Hoffenheim 1. Stuttgart 0, RB Leipzig 1. Mainz 0, Bochum 1848 0. And of course our match, Cologne 0, Bayern Munich 2. There's a match at 5:30 UK time tonight. Mönchengladbach, who will be in the clouds after that fantastic win at the Allianz Arena last weekend, hosting Bayer Leverkusen. That could be a good game, that. And then there's a double bill tomorrow, 2:30, Augsburg hosting Frankfurt, followed by Bielefeld against Greuther Fürth. It'd be interesting actually what next weekend's games So next weekend, you've actually got Bayern Munich away at Hertha Berlin on a Sunday night at 4:30, which is a shame because if Hertha Berlin were allowed to have fans back, I don't know if it's different in certain cities in Germany, but that would have been some atmosphere, and the Olympic Stadium is a fantastic event to go to. I've been to a Hertha Berlin game when they hosted Dortmund, and Dortmund won that 2-1, I think it was. But yeah, let me just... oh, mouse is just completely dead again. So those are like the fixtures from next week. What was I going to check? I was going to check the stats as well. So if we check the stats at half-time for Bayern Munich. Well, there you go. 5 off target, 4 on target, 2 of them in the net. 1 on target for Cologne and 2 off target. Possession very close, more towards Cologne. Which, yeah, I would say it was quite even. A lot more passes. Well, actually, no, not by many, actually. Just around 40 difference. Sprints. I've never really cared too much about these. Look at that. Thomas Muller's had 3 shots, and one of them should have gone in. And look at that. Without Alphonso Davies, you don't have him there at all on the distance run because he doesn't stop. But at the moment, look at that for fantasy. Thomas Muller would get you 13 points. Tolisso with 11 and Robert Lewandowski with 10. But none of the FC Cologne players on double digits. The highest they've got is Florian Kainz. But anyway, I think we're going to have a quick break here on our stream. And we'll be right back for the second half of FC Cologne versus Bayern Munich. Don't go anywhere. I don't think this game's over yet. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And we're just getting ready for the second half. They're just waiting for Lewandowski to come back onto the pitch. Everyone was out there but Lewandowski. And the second half has begun. So Bayern Munich this time are attacking from right to left, Cologne from left to right. And straight away Bayern Munich through on goal nearly, but he was offside. I think that was Thomas Muller. I will be right back, folks. I completely forgot to get my drink from downstairs, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that, but without what do you call it? Without a drink during the game, that'd be very hard. Anyway, I haven't missed anything. It's still 2-0. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Cologne, though, they'll keep pushing, I think. They did so at the end of the first half. Neuer's picked it up, though. Ball coming off the back of Gnabry, it looked like. Dude who says, Jamie, where are you? Oh yeah, you are 30 seconds behind. Yes. Yes, I am a bit behind. But if you have just joined us, it was a goal from Lewandowski to start it off with, and then Tolisso doubled the lead. So those are the goal scorers from this game so far. All crossed in there for Cologne. Bayern deal with it. Now, Pavard's playing centre back again today because because Upamecano straight away is not available. And because of that, they've had to play Kimmich at right back, but it's not felt like he's had to play right back, even though the formation says that on the Bundesliga website, which is where I got it from the stream. But it's just like I try and find good things about Pavard, but I find that very hard. I said during the Mönchengladbach watch along, I thought he was playing alright, but then when you actually look at the goals that they conceded, they were goals because the centre backs weren't defending very well. And you know, I know Pavard doesn't always play centre back, but I think he's got to take responsibility. That was the position he was put in that night, and he couldn't deal with it. And I know he's used to playing right back, but he's still a defender, but just as a fullback. But yeah, Pavard, I'm not sure about Pavard. I don't think he's as good as people might say he is. I think some people still talk about his goal from that World Cup, and it is a great goal, that volley against Argentina. But you know, if he tried that again, would it go in? Probably not. Yeah, but the fact that you've got Kimmich as right back and Sabitzer as left back just shows that Nagelsmann hasn't got that many options at the moment because of the COVID outbreak that we've had with the Omicron. I don't know how bad it is in Germany, but it's clearly been bad enough for Bayern Munich to not have a full-strength squad. And that's probably why, in a way, Mönchengladbach were able to go to the Allianz Arena last week and get a result. So yeah, there are a few fans in. Not many, but I'm going to estimate it's around 500. Be interested if they do have attendance figures for this. I imagine they do. But yeah, they're all spread around the main stand, which I'd imagine is what is their family stand. Neuer hoping to get himself a clean sheet. Oh, not a bad ball there. Hey, up. Here come Bayern. It could be free. Surely Lewandowski. Oh, it's saved. Saved by Schweib. Does very well there. We've got FAH Rull saying Mayor Pro in person Indonesia. Naya? Sorry, I'm not sure what... Are you saying you're from Indonesia? I'm not sure what you mean by that message. Doodoo says Cologne. It sounds like Cologne. Yeah, I'm not the best at announcing some of these names. How do you say it? Can you type out how you normally say it? We'll cross in here for the hosts. Well, I wonder if there's been any goals in the other matches since half time. And there has been a goal at Mainz. They've got a goal. I wonder if that came in the second half. Oh, it's come in just now, and it's St. Just. I do like a bit of St. Just. He's a good player. Scoring on the 48th minute, so 3 minutes into the second half, they've got a goal. And there's a picture of him there celebrating. I do like the Mainz shirt. Reminds me a little bit of Croatia. I know it's not the same colours, but it's that checkered pattern on the front of their shirt. But yeah, I'm a fan of that. And that seems to be the only goal since we last checked. So, still the same with the other games. Let's actually check who scored for Dortmund. I know Haaland got a brace, so it started out with De Hood. Oh no, sorry, from the bottom it starts out of. Oh, Munier scored twice. Then Haaland made it 3-0 at half time. Demirovic got a consolation goal pretty much, and then Haaland scored again. And then De Hood scoring 4 minutes from time, so... But yeah, fantastic. And of course... Oh, sorry, I didn't change the screen, but it's too late now. But, yeah, of course, Erling Haaland, well, just as I say that, there was a chance there for Bayern. And that was Musiala. Way over the crossbar. Tight angle, though. I do love the Cologne's manager wearing a pretty much a personalised Cologne flat cap. I love it. Wearing a gilet as well. Fashion icon right there. Don't know if you'd wear it yourself, but fashion icon if you ask me. Cologne playing from the back. Doodoo says Cologne and the I has to be soft. What does that mean when people say it has to be soft? Is it Cologne? 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 Something like that? That makes me feel even more complicated about it. Gnabry with the throw-in. Goes to nothing. Let's look at our poll. We will end this poll about 10 minutes before time and then put in Man of the Match nominations. So do vote soon. And 79% of you I'm going to be right so far with Bayern winning because they're leading 2-0. And we finally do have some percentage towards a draw, which is 5%. I'd probably join that 5%, but look, I'll say this now. If Bayern get a third goal, then I think it's over. But who knows? If Cologne just need to get a goal early on, and this game could easily turn. And they've got themselves a free kick here. Tolisso in trouble for that. He won't get a booking, I don't think. But he's conceded a free kick just outside the box. He goes right into his opponent. I don't think he can defend himself much there. Comes in so late. Dudu's also given up. He says, the L has to be soft. Never mind, it's really hard to pronounce for some. Where are you from, Dudu? And is it your first time coming to this channel? Because I don't think we've spoke before this stream, have we? But do what Dudu has done this afternoon and subscribe to Let's Talk Sport and give us a like. We'd really appreciate it. So free kick here for the hosts. Swings the ball in. Oh, is that gone behind for a corner? No, Bayern kept it in. That was very tight. Referee checked with the linesman. I don't think... I think he pretty much told him this is... he kept it in. Ah, Lewandowski giving the ball out there for a throw-in. Dudu saying I'm from Georgia. So what got you into Bayern Munich? What's the biggest club in Georgia? Let us know, Dudu. We got our first substitution, it looks like, for Cologne. Duda has gone off. Not Dudu, our man who's watching. And Jubicic has come on. There was a double sub, but I missed the other one. I think Bayern know that. I'm sure Nagelsmann told them at half time they need a third goal just to be absolutely sure. Just so that the gap can go back to 6 points going into next weekend's games. There is German Cup games going on. I'll have to just double check, but let's have a look who's playing who. I've not really been able to revise that yet. If we put in DF, oh, who cool. Let's find out. So, it's quite a few games. It's the last 16 on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Yeah, there's quite a few there, I think. Yeah, so basically you've got Cologne hosting Hamburger, so they're at home again on Tuesday night, 5:30. 1860 Munich up against Kreuzler. I'm not sure what leagues they're in, maybe Bundesliga 2. Bochum against Mainz on Tuesday night, and then the final Tuesday night game is St. Pauli at home to Dortmund, which we might do a stream for that. I'm up for watching that. I think that'd be the highlighted fixture of the round. Anyway, just as I say that, here come Bayern on the right hand side, and the captain of Cologne is intercepted, but Gnabry's won it back. He didn't give up. Kimmich's picked it up for him. A minute away from reaching the hour mark, still 2-0 Bayern. After all that, Cologne have intercepted again. They'll try and go on the counter attack. 5 Bayern Munich players running back. I think there was, there's 5 of them as well attacking. And they've lost it. Kimmich's intercepted, I think. Nicely defended. So yeah, Hanover up against Mönchengladbach on Wednesday night. They beat Bayern Munich. I think it was 5-0 in the cup en route to this round. back in October. Leipzig up against Hansa. Hertha Berlin versus Union Berlin, and Hoffenheim against Freiburg. So I think if we do get the chance, folks, we may do a bit of St. Pauli versus Dortmund on Tuesday night, if any of you want to join us at 7:45. We're hoping to try and actually get in the Cup of Nations as well. We haven't been able to do any yet. Scores haven't changed in those matches since we last checked. Still no goals in Wolfsburg. They've had a terrible last few games, Wolfsburg. They were fighting at the top, now they're in the bottom half of the table. Mad how many defeats they've had. Duda says, well, in Georgia there is Dynamo Tbilisi, Lokomotiv, Sabertalo, and those, but none of them are good enough to be popular or anything. I'm still mad at Bayern getting knocked out of the German Cup. Yeah, they haven't won that. They didn't win it last season, and they won't win it this season either. So, oh, a header's just gone wide for Cologne. What a chance that was for Oof. He's offside anyway. Someone was offside, I'm not sure who, but either way, if that had found the net, it wouldn't have counted. So, but as I said, they've been fighting. They may not have scored. They may be 2-0 down, but they've given it a really good go. You know, they haven't sat back. They have gone for it in this game. Meanwhile, Bayern have restarted from that free kick. It's on the halfway line. Oh, who's he found there? Who's that? Oh, good through ball. Oh, Lewandowski scores. Is he offside? I don't think he is. Muller, I think it was Sane with the through ball, and Lewandowski gets his second of the game. And it looks as though there's one or two Cologne players that are talking to the ref. I'm sure they'll ask them to at least check it. But there's a bit of me that thought it was offside. Let's watch the replay. Sane with a lovely through ball. Oh, yeah, he's way onside. Way onside. So, no problems there. That is a definite goal for FC Bayern Munich. So, 3-0. Making it look very easy today. As I said, they've been challenged, but at the end of the day, they've been clinical with their chances. So, FC Cologne 0, Bayern Munich 3. Can Lewandowski get a hat-trick before the end? He's got 28 minutes to do so, and I wouldn't put it past him. Oh, now here's Sane with a through ball to him this time. Oh, no. They've lost it. I don't know how he lost that. That was perfect. Well, my scoreline predictions out the window, that's for sure. Oh, cross coming in. And Cologne, if they didn't deal with that and kick it out for a corner, Lewandowski was ready to collect it and tap it in. Oh, that was close. I think that poll's going to change a lot more towards yes, of course. It's now at 80%. So it looks as though Bayern will go 6 points clear. How many goals can they get? Kimmich. It'd be some response from Bayern after watching Dortmund last night to maybe match them with 5 goals. Let's not forget, one of our viewers before predicted 5-0 in the first half. So you just need 2 more to get that right. Let's also check what's going on in the other matches in England. Of course, the England football leagues are happening now as we speak. BBC Football is normally what I go on to get those score lines, in case you were wondering. So yeah, Man City beating Chelsea earlier, 1-0. De Bruyne to put them 13 points clear, and we only reached the halfway point. But yeah, it's looking like it's already over for me. From my eyes, I can't see I know Liverpool have still got to play this weekend. I don't know who they've got, but I just cannot see Man City slipping up 3 or 4 times. And Liverpool having to win those games, because Chelsea I don't think will challenge. I mean, they gave it a good go, but they still lost. But yeah, currently... Oh, I didn't know that. Burnley and Leicester City was postponed. Newcastle half-time goalless with Watford. I tell you what, Rafa Benitez could be out here. Losing 2-0 away at Norwich City. Oh dear. And at half-time as well at Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're leading 1-0 against Southampton. And my team, Man United, playing at Villa at half-5. That's going to be a difficult game. It was difficult in the cup game, so I can't see it being much easier when it's at Villa Park as well. They'll certainly want to get a win there. Meanwhile, back with this game just for a moment. Oh, nearly an own goal. It'll be a corner. Sorry, folks. I keep forgetting to switch to the internet. There we go. Championship. Oh, look at that. Fulham leading Bristol City 3-2. And there are Africa Cup of Nations games on today. Oh, I didn't know that it was just 2 games today. Nigeria at home to Sudan in literally a few minutes' time. And Guinea-Bissau at home to Egypt. I say at home. They're playing in Cameroon. What am I saying? So, yeah. What's going on in the other European leagues? We'll look at that in a minute. There's currently a corner here for Bayern. It's cleared away. Spanish Copa del Rey's on today. Mallorca playing Espanyol as we speak. A couple of half-5 kickoffs and then a half-8 kickoff at Real Betis. Wolfsburg still goalless with Hertha Berlin. In Serie A, there's Juventus versus Udinese tonight. That would be good. And Salernitano hosting Lazio at 5. Paris Saint-Germain, Messi's team are playing Brest later on. And at the moment, Torino beat Sampdoria 2-1. So who says we don't keep you up to date here on Let's Talk Sport? There's another corner for Bayern. They must have had at least 4 or 5 corners now in this game. So they tried to go for a header. Oh, Sabitzer, what was that? It's out of the box. Dudu asks, hey Jamie, how many languages do you know? I don't think I know any. I mean, you'd think I know English, but, you know, some people don't understand what I'm on about. So really, no, I don't really know any apart from English. How many do you know? Surely there must be a language in Georgia that you use. Because, I mean, I believe there's over 160 languages out there, and there's just over 200 countries that exist officially on paper. But, yeah, let me know. Oh, Cologne have gone for... Oh, Neuer had to save it. He had to dive to his right and punch the ball away. And then there's a header from Modeste and it's over the bar. Cologne, if there was any chance of them coming back, they had to take that. They had to score from that. But Neuer with a big save. And then luckily for Neuer, he didn't have to do anything else but just see the ball go over the crossbar from Modeste. It wasn't a bad header, but it wasn't on target. Dudo says, in Georgia we speak Georgie? Or do you mean Georgian? Surely there's not a B at the end of that. So I must ask Dudo, why do you support Bayern? How long have you been supporting them for? I think Bayern are very hard to not admire. I think they're a great team. I mean, the squad and the way they play, it is good to watch. Over 20 minutes to go. Cologne 0, Bayern Munich 3. Lewandowski looking for a hat-trick. He's got 2 goals today. One in the first half, one in the second half. Dudo says he's been a Bayern support for 3 years now. Who's your favourite player? Fabian Barat, hello, hope you're well. Says 3-2 Cologne win. Well, at the moment, they've got 3 goals conceded. So, if anything, they need 4 goals, Fabian, if they're going to win today. So, yeah, who's your favourite Bayern Munich of all time, dude? I'd love to know. Is he a current player? Has he retired? Has he moved on? Prebic has said that he's... Have you put a bet on Kimmich to score in the 78th minute, Prebic? I can't see him scoring today. He's not even had a shot, I don't think. He's playing at right back as well, Prebic, so I can't see how he's going to score. Definitely got more of a chance of a Lewandowski goal in the 78th minute. But meanwhile, we're currently 7 minutes away from 78 minutes. And there's a corner kick here for Cologne. Now, if they can get a goal here, this would be interesting. And there's a header. Oh, it's hit the bar. Hit the bar. Was that Badiste again with another dangerous header? Cologne have been so close today. They have been a bit unfortunate. But it just shows when you play against a big team, you've got to take your chances. Dudo says my favourite player is Neuer. I think you mentioned that as well before. Tahir says Gnabry. Are you a fan of Gnabry, Tahir? What's going on with his hairstyle at the moment with Gnabry? I'm not sure I'm a fan. Double substitution for the hosts with 18 minutes left to play. They had a double substitution before, so in the Bundesliga, if you're not sure, they get 5 substitutions with the current rules. Oh, so Modiste is coming off for Anderson, which I think is a shame. Modiste has been quite threatening the last few minutes. He's been the man that's closest to them getting a goal, and Schindler has come on for Oof. Prebic says Schweinsteiger is my all-time favourite. As a Man United fan, Prebic, I can relate. We had him at Man United, but by the time you sold him to us, I felt like it was damaged goods. Like, all it was injuries, and he just couldn't really play consistently for us. Legend still, not as a club legend, but we loved him anyway. We did welcome him. And I remember watching him. I was in the stadium at Old Trafford when I was there for one of his last matches before he'd move on to Chicago Fire. He went to, wasn't it? He came to United. He came on the pitch and he only played for like the last 5 or 10 minutes of the game. But we just cheered every time he touched the ball. But I remember when we went to Leicester City in the season when Leicester won the title and Jamie Vardy broke the record of a goal, 11 goals in 11 games, consistently scoring a goal in each game. Scored 11 in a row, I believe it was. Oh, Lewandowski, and it's a hat-trick. And Leroy Sané's got him another goal. That's 2 assists for Sané and a hat-trick for Mr. Robert Lewandowski. And we'll have to check online in a minute, but we need to see how many goals he has now got this season in the Bundesliga, but I think that's definitely now over. FC Cologne 0, FC Bayern Munich 4, and our friend Brood, I can't remember his name now, he spoke early on in the chat. He said it would be 5-0 Bayern. They're just a goal away now. Yep, another simple through ball from Sané to Lewandowski, and he never misses them. That's what I love about Lewandowski. That's why he's so good, because you can rely on him to score. I'd love to know the stats, or percentage-wise, of when of when he scores and when he doesn't, if that makes sense. I'd love to see that. I guess I could do that myself and count every single opportunity Lewandowski has had. But that would take a lot of match times to watch back. If you haven't yet, folks, and you're enjoying the stream, we'd really appreciate it if you click that subscribe button, give us a follow, and if you're enjoying the stream, give us a like. The next watch along from me will be tomorrow morning, Utrecht against Ajax, as the Eredivisie is back after their Christmas and winter break, and Ajax currently, I'm sure they are top of the league at the moment. Looks like Cologne are going to make one more substitution. There's one of their players. Oh, I just missed that. Toulouse has gone off for Lianzo. Toulouse is the only other goal scorer of this game, and Sabitzer has gone off for Richards. Of course, Sabitzer was playing left back today, so he wasn't near the front line at all. So we didn't really see much from him today. Here he is, he's popped up. Beginja said, mark my word, 5-0. He did say it, They're one goal away. I would hate it now, mate, if Cologne scored and then that mocked up your prediction. Well, I'm going to end the poll to ask you who's going to win, because that, in my eyes, has pretty much been concluded. But I will now change the poll to man of the match. I think it's pretty obvious who we're going to get, but let's just be sure, shall we? So, the poll is up. Greg Livingston's got in touch saying, hi Jamie, how you doing? I'm very well, Greg, how are you? I haven't seen you on the streams today. So, the poll is up, and here are your options for man of the match. Lewandowski, Tolisso, Modiste, or Sane. It's probably pretty obvious who's going to get it, but do vote. Ooh. Dudo asking, hey Jamie, what is your second name? Oh, that's a very private question. Nah, I'm joking. It's Davies. Davies. D-A-V-I-E-S. So technically, I have a brother or cousin who plays for Bayern Munich, and his name is Alphonso Davies. But he's Canadian, and I don't think he'll know that. Beginja saying, don't put it on the poll, it's obviously Lewandowski. I know. 100% already towards Lewandowski after 6 votes. Greg saying, after the new year, have been really busy with work. Where are you working at the moment, Greg? I can't remember. Prebic says, I predicted 6-0 win for Bayern early on Twitter. Still got hope. Still 11 minutes left to play. It just seems a bit... I didn't think it'd be this... I didn't think it'd be like this scoreline-wise. Cologne have not played that badly, but sadly Sane and Lewandowski in those last 2 goals have made it very easy. Here they come though, Cologne. I'll tell you what, even though they're 4-0 down, they're still fighting, still attacking Bayern, and they've got a corner on the far side, and they've got what I'd imagine is their, if I've got my counting right, it is their final substitution. Schmitz coming off for Emizabi. I can't pronounce that. Exactly 10 minutes left to be played. Sebastian says, we wish you all best with your channel. Regards from Poland, Marta and Sebastian. Oh, thanks very much, Sebastian. If you haven't yet, folks, do support the channel by subscribing. You've got to simply subscribe. It really comes down to that, and we'd really appreciate your support. So if you haven't yet, subscribe. Ah, yes. Now I remember Greg saying his job is working on the train. Train lines, if line get damaged, me and a few guys go out and fix them. I was going to say, because that can involve a lot of weekend work, can't it, Greg? Because I've noticed on Sundays now and again, some of the train services are affected because you guys have to go out there and get things fixed. The pay must be good, though, Greg. I've heard the pay per hour on train lines are pretty decent. Thank you very much, Sebastian. So 9 minutes to go. Cologne, in all fairness, since the fourth goal, they've held the possession really well. And let's not forget, at half time, despite it with Bayern being 2-0 up, then the possession was actually on Cologne's side, which you wouldn't normally expect. Dudo says, am I the only kid here? I'm 12. I always just assume people who join us on these live chats are always adults. So apologies, Dudo. Corner here for Cologne. They're trying to threaten Neuer from his clean sheet. Oh, nice effort. Nice shot. Just over the bar, though. Looks like there might have been a clash between the goalkeeper and the outfield player. And I think Bayern are going to have a couple of substitutions with just over 7 minutes to go. Thomas Muller's coming off. Rocker is coming off. Rana is coming on for Rocker. And Tillman is coming on for Muller. Tillman started against Mönchengladbach last week. Oh, thank you very much, Prebic, saying just subscribe to your channel. Let's go. Cheers, Prebic. Good man. If anyone else has subscribed, do let us know on the live chat page. We'd really appreciate it. If you enjoy Ajax football, do join me tomorrow at 11:15 AM UK time for that. That's my next watch along. Joe Stanley might be doing a watch along today. I'm not sure. He said he might do, but I haven't heard anything. Yeah, I have to agree. Pavard, I'd like to see more of playing an attacking position. But as a defender, I wouldn't sign him. If I was going to sign him, it'd be to go a lot more further up front than be a defender. I don't rate him as a defender. I mean, luckily for him today, despite the fact that Cologne have been fighting a lot up front, he hasn't had to worry about that. But I just feel like he's only there centre-back just because Bayern have been short of centre-backs because of COVID and injuries. I'm not sure when Upamecano is expected to be back, but yeah, look at that. 17 votes, and all of you who have voted have gone for Lewandowski so far. I'll leave the poll up pretty much until the final whistle, but I think we all know who's going to win the Let's Talk Sport Man of the Match for this watch-along. Let's just quickly check if there's any more goals. Now, Union Berlin have now taken the lead at home to Hoffenheim with, it looks as though they've got 3 minutes to go. Now, who scored? It was Promel who scored on the 73rd minute. Could that be the winning goal? That would be a good win, that, for Berlin. I've been to Hertha Berlin's stadium, but I've not been to Union Berlin's, which is, of course, is a lot smaller and a lot more old-fashioned. But it is known to be a very, very good atmospheric stadium, and they do say you've got to go if you ever do go to Berlin. Corner for Cologne, and that's come to nothing. Oh, they've crossed it back in though. Neuer, of course, will do anything to get that clean sheet and be a step closer to the Golden Glove for the season in the Bundesliga. And RB Leipzig now 2-0 up. Who scored their second goal? It was Nkunku with 20 minutes left on the board. So Leipzig looking certain to win the current table. We'll probably check this out again at full time, but as you'd expect, Bayern will go 6 points clear. With Cologne losing, they're going to go down 2 places. There were 6 when this game kicked off. And Leipzig will go back up to 7th. Bayer Leverkusen going down a place, but they've got a game in hand with Mönchengladbach this evening at 5:30, just over an hour's time. Yeah, Union Berlin looks like they could go level with Hoffenheim with that win over them in the 2:30 kickoff. They've still got a few minutes left to play, so it must be quite a bit nerve-wracking now for them to defend the lead at home. But yes, if you have just joined us, where have you been? Bayern Munich with 4 goals, 2 goals in each half so far. A hat-trick for Lewandowski. And one of the other goals coming from Tolisso, which was the second goal of the game. In my eyes, the scoreline's quite harsh towards Cologne. I think Cologne have played all right. Defensively, maybe in the second half, they've been let down by it, but they've kept going. Even now, they're still trying. But as I say, that's on the other half of the pit, on the other side of the pitch, as Bayern Munich have a corner kick. Two minutes to go. We'll be predicting for added time. 3 minutes? I'm going to go 3 minutes. Got to get some prediction right today. Look at my predictions below. 2-2 scoreline. Madis to be the first goal scorer for the visitor team. They haven't even scored. Kimmich kicks the corner in. Headed away. Oh, this could be 5. No. Oh, it's still in the box. Shot blocked. Corner. Bayern still looking for a 5th. Remember, Buginja on our live chat predicted 5-0 at the start. Prebic asking, do you think Cologne will get one back for the home fans? Nah. Nah. Not with the time that's left. There's less than a minute to go. Oh, and the header's just wide. Goal kick with 30 seconds to go. Prebic, what happened to that prediction of Kimmich scoring on the... Was it the 78th minute? I feel like it's only a safe bet if you mention Lewandowski when it comes to goal scorers for Bayern. Anyone else, other players do score, but Lewandowski especially, as we all know. Oh, nearly! Cologne nearly could have got a goal back just as we were talking about it. Cross came in. I'm not sure who got the last touch, but it changed the direction for the player behind to try and go for a goal. And they're going to go for a shot, and it's blocked on the edge of the box. It comes further out. This is very true from Dudo, saying it's so annoying for me, like every time when Pavod gets a ball bounced to him near the net, he tries to do the redo the World Cup goal. I know, he's done it once, and as I said, he'll never do that again. Not if he tries. And it is full time, so no stoppage time. Referee has clearly seen enough, and scoreline will stay one-sided, and it has ended. All that matters is that Bayern Munich have got 4 goals, they've got 3 points, and a clean sheet. A win-win for the whole team today and for Julian Nagelsmann. Lewandowski with a hat-trick as well, let's not forget that. And they go top of the league by 6 points now, after Dortmund won last night to make it 3 points the gap, but it's back to 6 after this weekend, which of course means a win and a match closer to their 10th Bundesliga title in a row. But anyway, let us know your thoughts before we wrap up. If you haven't yet, do vote on the poll, but 23 have voted and they've all gone for the same. Everyone's got the same feelings that Robert Lewandowski should be Let's Talk Sports man of the match. I'll let you vote again for just a minute or so. I'm just going to double check something that I should have checked, and that is how many goals has Lewandowski now got this season? In terms of Bundesliga stats, maybe. Let's open a new tab. So, I don't know if that's been updated. These stats that we see here on Google, I don't know if they've been updated since the 3 goals he scored just now. Let's go on transfer market. Again, I don't know if they're going to be updated, so... yes. So it looks as though the Google update's actually a lot more... It's different, so I reckon it... Interesting. So actually, let's just use the Google one. So in terms of this season, look at this. 22 goals in 19 matches. And I love it how he's only got 1 assist, because it's like, why should he assist? He should always be the man that picks up from the assist. Which 2 of them were from Sane today, fair play to him. 22 goals in 19 matches. But look at what he got last season. 41 in 29 matches. And somehow still, Robert Lewandowski did not win the Ballon d'Or of 2021. Or 2020, even though 2020 didn't happen. This guy deserves a Ballon d'Or. Someone give it him this time. We must do a campaign on this channel to get Robert Lewandowski the trophy he deserves the most. The only trophy that's missing in his cabinet now at club level. But those are his stats. That's in the Bundesliga. There are more stats. Champions League, he's got 9 goals in 6. In the German Cup, they only had 1 match because they lost to Mönchengladbach, and he had no goals, so that's not like him. In the Super Cup, of course, they only play the Super Cup once every season, because that's between normally the winners of the German Cup and the Bundesliga. He got 2 goals in that, didn't he? Of course he did last year. Club World Cup last year, 2 and 2. Yeah, he's just awesome, isn't he, Robert Lewandowski? And while we talk about him, we're going to end that poll and pretty much confirm that Robert Lewandowski is today's Let's Talk Sports man of the match. There was no doubt at all. You all voted for him. No one voted for the other options of Modeste, Sane and Neuer. They were just... Tolisso, sorry, because of his goal. But that is how it ends right there. So before we go, we can just quickly go through the table. I'll tell you what, let's see if the results, if any more results have come in. So, here we go then. All of them have finished but the Mainz match. So, Wolfsburg 0, Hertha Berlin 0. Union Berlin did hold on to win 2-1, so there you go. An own goal from Timo to get Hoffenheim in the lead after 16 minutes away from home, but it only took them 6 minutes for Vogt-Sammer to get an equaliser, and then Promol in the second half with 17 minutes before time getting the winning goal, and they held on at the end. So they go joint third with Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga table. A good day for Leipzig, 2-0 away from home. Andre Silva and Nkunku scoring the 2 goals for RB Leipzig. So that is a fine win for them. Oh dear, there's my lunch. Sorry about that, folks. Thank you, Mum. But that was at the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Never leave your parents' home, folks. The benefits. And it has ended. Mainz have won 1-0. St. Just with that 48th minute goal. And that helps them out for sure. And of course, the game that we were doing today on Let's Talk Sport, Bayern Munich getting 4 past Cologne. Let's check out the last minute stats. As it says the headline there, Bayern goes 6 clear. Here we go. So look at that. 9 on target, 10 off target for Bayern, 3 on target for Cologne. You know, if, like I said, if Cologne had taken those chances on target, could have been a different game. Passes, look at that. 1 difference. 1 more pass towards Bayern Munich. Corners a lot more for Bayern, 12-5. Shots, Lewandowski with 6 after scoring a hat-trick. Thielmann for Cologne with just the 2. Distance run covered, look at that. Kimmich with 12.2. Fastest runner goes towards Hubers against Sabitzer. Sabitzer playing fullback, has left back today. And Jules won Robert Lewandowski 14-13 against Hubers. And of course, anyone who's got, if you haven't got Lewandowski on your fancy team, then what are you doing? 27 points for him today, 16 for Muller, and Pavard with 14. I'm a bit surprised. Maybe, I mean, Pavard really, 14 points. Where's that come from? I'd love to hear the postcard for that. I'd have thought Sane might have been up there for getting 2 assists towards Lewandowski's hat trick. But the highest that was in the fancy for FC Cologne was Florian Kainz at just 5 points. Demons and Lords asks, is the game over? Yep, it's over now. Bayern Munich won 4-0. Lewandowski hat trick. So do check out the highlights when they go up on YouTube. Double check the table then, see if there's any changes since we last checked. So there you go. Bayern Munich 6 points clear. Dortmund in second after their win over Freiburg yesterday. Hoffenheim with that defeat are now level, joint third with Union Berlin, but they of course are ahead because of goal difference. Freiburg down to 5th because of their defeat away to Dortmund. Bayer Leverkusen have a game in hand because they play in literally 1 hour's time. And then RB Leipzig with their win are creeping back up now after the terrible start of the season that they had. You know, they've had 7 defeats. So they've had just enough wins more than the defeats and 4 draws. FC Cologne with that defeat, they started the day in 6th and now they've gone down to 8th. But I'm sure with their fighting attitude, they'll certainly still have a good season. I think top 10 is very, very possible for them this season. Mainz with that win as well, they go up to 9th. Going level with Frankfurt. Frankfurt play tomorrow, so they might go back ahead of Mainz if they win, or even get a draw. And then at the rock bottom, and really you feel like for Greta Fürth, they're probably going to go down. They play tomorrow, but they need to start getting some wins, otherwise they really are going down back to Bundesliga 2. And Arminia Bielefeld, FC Augsburg and Stuttgart fighting to stay in the league. And if Wolfsburg aren't, they got a draw today, but they could do getting some wins. If they're not careful, they could be in that mix as well. Anyway, I think we're pretty much going to wrap it all up there, folks. Thank you very much for watching the stream this afternoon of our Bundesliga between Cologne and FC Bayern Munich. If you haven't yet and you want to support the channel, please do click that subscribe button. It's your support that is really important to our channel. Give us a like as well if you enjoyed the stream. And for me, my next watch along will be tomorrow morning, UK time at 11:15, Utrecht versus Ajax. So looking forward to that. And then tomorrow night, if you love your snooker, I'll be doing a watch along with Stuart Davis for the final session of this year's Masters in the snooker at Ali Pali. Anyway, it's been the Lewandowski show. As always, a hat-trick for him. Lewandowski strikes again. Good night.